Today, I want to talk to you all about avoiding a fire in your RV. Hi everybody, it's Deb with Deb's RV Services and welcome to today's video. Today, I'm going to talk to you all about fires in the RV and how to avoid them. I had a subscriber ask me this question in the comments and I told her that I would make a video about it. And so here it is. I've done my research and from everything that I also know as an inspector, I wanted to give you this information and make sure that you are safe out there. So if you have a motorhome, you have to look at the engine compartment stuff. That is like looking at your wiring and doing an inspection of your engine to make sure that you don't see any leaks, any fluid leaks. You're looking at the wiring, you're looking at your hydraulic fluid if you have a diesel pusher, you're looking at your gasoline, making sure that that's not leaking or your diesel fluid's not leaking. You're looking at all those things. You just want to make sure that everything looks okay, looks neat and clean, and there isn't leaking fluid. So things that are flammable, you want to make sure that those flammable liquids are not leaking anywhere. So do periodic inspection checks. Now, the other thing that you want to look at, which is newer information for me, I was not really aware of this or never really thought about it, but wheel bearings. So you want to make sure that you get your wheel bearings maintained and lubricated and do not allow them to dry out, because when they dry out, they can actually cause a fire. And that's the part that I didn't know. I didn't realize that it could actually lead to a fire hazard. Also, if your tires are deflated, you can also warm those tires up to a point that they catch fire. So it's really important, again, to get that tire pressure monitoring system. It can really help you avoid fires in a lot of different ways. It actually can help you avoid a lot of dangers that can happen on the road with an RV. And one of them is leading to a fire because your tires heat up so much that they catch on fire. So getting a monitoring system is going to help you with that. And making sure that you are to proper inflation, making sure that you get all your maintenance stuff done, like the wheel bearings, and make sure that you inspect the engine compartment. RV refrigerators is another area that can cause fire, and that is because of the propane system. So propane is something that a lot of people are afraid of, and I don't want you to necessarily be afraid of it. I just want you to know how to maintain it and just be cautious. So here are a few things that you can do. I want you to make sure that you're always getting the back of your refrigerator maintained, where you're cleaning out debris. Make sure that there's no nests or anything like that. Things that can cause the refrigerator to not work like it should, or it could catch something on fire if there's a nest in there and you have a flame that comes on. So when the propane comes into the refrigerator, the back of the refrigerator, it lights up and there is a flame there. When you're driving down the road, you also want to make sure that your propane is turned off or your refrigerator is turned off, so that you don't have that constantly going, because as the wind blows in there, it can make the flame move around. And it also sometimes can blow the flame right out. But this is something that I've done for a long time. I have driven my RV with my refrigerator on, so it's a big no-no. I did it anyway, but now I don't. I stopped doing it because it is such a fire hazard that I thought, okay, it's not worth it, Debbie. You don't need to continue to rebel and do it anyway. And then all of a sudden you're whining because your motorhome blew up. So don't do as Debbie does and break the rules. I'm actually following the rules now, so you should follow the rules too. Turn off your refrigerator. I don't necessarily turn off the propane tank. I turn off the refrigerator, so it's not igniting that. It doesn't have to worry about reigniting the refrigerator and warming it up so that it cools it down. Especially if I'm going for these drives that are just from A to B, it's like a cooler. It's going to keep all your refrigerator stuff nice and cold for you. So that's one of the biggest reasons. And then also paying attention to recalls. Again, you've got to pay attention to your recalls because they are there to save your life. Along with the other thing, all of your life safety items like your smoke alarm, carbon monoxide alarm, propane alarm, all those things are there to save your life. And fire extinguishers, make sure that you have those fire extinguishers in their proper place, that they're mounted right by the door and that they're in a charged state. Make sure that you're changing out your life safety equipment every 5 years. You need to make sure that these things are there because they're going to help you. Make sure that there's no propane leaks in your system by getting a propane leak test. Now, you could have any technician. So we do this as inspectors, but you can also you can hire any inspector or tech to just do a propane leak test for you. It would just be a travel fee and maybe a 1-hour rate fee for them to come out. They can perform the leak test for you and make sure that your system is running okay and that there are no leaks. It's important to do this every year because a propane leak can happen very easily. I've had a bad regulator and a leak happened, so changed out the regulator. Your hoses can go bad. You want to periodically check your hoses and make sure that there's no cracks or anything in those. You want to look underneath the RV and make sure that you don't see anything leaking or like, again, hydraulic fluid, things that are flammable that could cause a fire. So if you keep all these things in mind, you make sure that you get your recalls done and you're doing your own periodic inspections of your engine, your tires, keeping them good, inflated, wheel bearings greased, and you're replacing your tires, you have a TPS monitor, your chances of getting a fire are very low. Now, of course, there are other things that can cause fires, just like in any home. It's not just related to RVs, but you know, smoking hazards, falling asleep with a cigarette in your hand and burning your bed down. I mean, you know, that happens too. But I'm not going to talk about those things because that's just lifestyle choice. We're talking about the things that people really aren't aware of, that maybe they can help prevent these things by being very conscious and cautious in their RVs when they are using them, and to not be so afraid of just propane because it could catch fire, because so could your gasoline, so could your diesel, so could your hydraulic fluid, so could your tires. If you maintain things correctly, it's not going to happen to you. Okay, everyone, that is it for today's video. I just want to remind you that I am going to be taking some time off for Christmas. I will have a video coming out, though. It's going to be a replay of my video that I had for you that had the horrible music. So I am going to put that in without the music, and that'll just be set to come out in the middle of the week. I believe I'm going to do it on a Thursday. And other than that, I will have my monthly newsletter coming out. If you have not subscribed to that or haven't heard about it, I offer a monthly newsletter. I'll have my next one coming out for the beginning of the year, January 2025. And what it does is it just highlights the prior month and gives you some things that I've done that are exciting. I don't know if there's anything exciting that I'm doing in December because I'm just really working. But I always come up with something. There's always something I did that I can showcase. Anyway, there will be links below. There's a link to my Amazon store if you're interested in seeing some of my favorite RV items, also RV tools that I use. I have a link to booking an appointment with me if you wanted the 30-minute consultation or 60-minute and other services. I will have those links below for you. So other than that, please leave your comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.